You've probably seen it in videos or while traveling. An Indian family sitting cross-legged on the floor, using their fingers to scoop rice and curry into their mouths. No fork, no spoon, no chopsticks in sight. To many outsiders, it looks unusual. To some, it even feels uncomfortable. Isn't that messy? Isn't it unhygienic? But here's the thing. Eating with your hands isn't about being old-fashioned. It's not about being poor or lacking utensils. In India, it's something far deeper, a tradition rooted in spiritual belief, cultural identity, and even health science. This isn't just about food. It's about how people connect with their meals, their families, and their heritage. And maybe it's something the rest of the world could learn from. So, why exactly do Indians eat with their hands? Let's take a closer look. In Indian culture, the hand is more than just a tool for grabbing or holding. It's seen as a sacred part of the body, a bridge between the human and the divine. According to Ayurveda, India's ancient system of medicine, each finger represents one of the 5 natural elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. So when someone touches food with their fingers, they're not just preparing to eat. They're awakening energy, triggering digestion, and mentally preparing to receive the meal with full awareness. For many Indians, touching the food is part of the eating experience itself. It's like a small ritual, simple yet deeply meaningful. If you've ever watched someone in India eating with their hands, you might notice one important detail. They always use the right hand, never the left. This isn't random, it's deeply cultural and often spiritual. In Hinduism, as well as in Islam and Buddhism practiced in India, the left hand is traditionally associated with cleaning and personal hygiene. The right hand, on the other hand, is used for pure activities, like eating, offering gifts, or greeting elders. So when someone uses only their right hand to eat, it's not just about manners. It's about respect for the food, for tradition, and for the people around them. And no, it's not unhygienic. Most families wash their hands thoroughly with soap and water before and after every meal. In some homes, it's almost a small ritual, washing the hands, the face, even the feet, as a way of entering the meal with a clean body and a calm mind. It's a practice that goes far beyond hygiene. It's about intention, awareness, and gratitude. When you eat with a spoon or fork, you mostly taste your food. But when you eat with your hands, you experience it with all 5 senses. You feel the warmth or coolness of the dish. You sense the texture of every grain of rice, the smoothness of the sauce, or the crunch of a fresh vegetable. You smell the spices before they reach your mouth. You see how the food mixes right in your palm. And you hear the gentle sound of it blending together, a kind of rhythm that's both intimate and calming. And maybe most importantly, you slow down. There's no rushing, no distractions, just you, your food, and the present moment. Modern science even supports this. Touching food before eating helps trigger digestion, as your brain begins sending signals to release digestive enzymes sooner. For many Indians, eating isn't just about getting full, it's about connecting with your body, your culture, and the experience itself. For many Indians, eating with their hands isn't just a habit, it's a memory of childhood, of home, of warm kitchens filled with the smell of spices and the sound of laughter. Picture it, a grandmother mixing rice and curry by hand, slowly and patiently. A mother showing her child how to shape the rice into small, neat bites, just enough to lift without dropping. A father teaching how to use only 3 fingers to keep the palm clean and the motion graceful. No forks, no spoons, just hands, and generations connecting over a single meal. In many Indian households, this way of eating is a quiet ritual. It teaches children patience, respect, and awareness. It turns an ordinary dinner into something more personal, something sacred. Because for them, eating isn't just a physical act. It's a way to pass down culture, values, and love from one hand to another. When people think of eating with hands in India, they often associate it with Hindu traditions. But in reality, this practice goes far beyond one religion. Across India, Muslims, Buddhists, Jains, and even many Christians also eat with their hands, each for their own reasons, but all connected by a shared cultural belief. Food is sacred, and so is the way we eat it. For Indian Muslims, eating with the right hand is also a part of religious etiquette. Food is seen as a gift from God, and receiving it with humility and clean hands is a sign of respect. Jains, who follow a strict philosophy of non-violence and simplicity, often avoid using metal utensils altogether. They believe even a small scratch from a spoon could harm the life force in food. So eating with hands is a gentler, more mindful approach. And in southern India, many Christian families continue the tradition of hand eating, not because of religion, but because it's simply part of their regional culture, passed down through generations, just like language, music, or festivals. So while the reasons may differ, the message is the same. Eating with your hands isn't just a religious act, it's a cultural language, one that crosses borders, faiths, and centuries. It might feel strange at first, maybe even a little messy. But if you truly want to understand another culture, and if you're open to experiencing food in a deeper, more mindful way, then yes, you should try eating with your hands at least once. You don't need to be in India. You can try it at home with a plate of warm rice, a bit of curry, or any dish that allows you to feel, shape, and savor. And when you do, you may notice something unexpected. Your hand doesn't just feed you, it teaches you. You eat slower, you become more present. You feel connected, not just to the food, but to the moment. Because sometimes what makes a meal meaningful isn't what's on the plate, but how you choose to enjoy it. In the end, food is never just about taste. It's about memory, culture, and the quiet rituals that shape who we are. For millions of Indians, eating with their hands is more than tradition. It's a way of life, a practice rooted in respect, mindfulness, and deep human connection. So now the question is, would you try it? Let me know in the comments, have you ever eaten with your hands? Would you be open to trying it? If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps more than you know, and lets us keep exploring stories like this from around the world. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious.